Welcome, folks, to a trip down the rabbit hole. We're about to dive deep, man, into the wild world of inner Earth theories. Yeah, you heard that right, inner Earth. We're talking about the possibility that our planet is more like a giant freaking jawbreaker than a solid sphere. Is it possible there are vast, unexplored caverns beneath our feet? Could there be civilizations thriving down there, hidden from our view? I mean, think about it. We've only scratched the surface of our own planet. We've got more detailed maps of Mars than we do of the ocean floor. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore some of the most mind-blowing theories about what lies beneath our feet. We're talking ancient myths, secret societies, Nazi expeditions, and maybe even some aliens for good measure. Let's do this. Alright, so let's kick things off with the OG inner Earth theory, the Hollow Earth. This bad boy goes all the way back to the 17th century with a dude named Edmund Halley. You might recognize that name. Yeah, the comet guy. Turns out he wasn't just about celestial bodies, he had some pretty wild ideas about the Earth itself. Halley believed that the Earth wasn't solid at all, but rather a series of nested spheres, kind of like a Russian doll. Between these shells, he imagined vast, hollow spaces, some even with their own internal suns. I mean, can you imagine, man? A whole other world right beneath our feet, lit by its own sun? Now, Halley wasn't just pulling this out of thin air. He was trying to explain some weird phenomena like the Earth's magnetic field and the aurora borealis. He figured, hey, maybe those internal suns are messing with the magnetic fields, causing those crazy lights in the sky. Of course, modern science has kind of debunked this whole nested sphere thing. We've got a pretty good idea of what the Earth's interior looks like thanks to seismology and stuff. But, hey, that doesn't mean the Hollow Earth theory doesn't still hold a certain fascination, right? I mean, think about the possibilities. If there were these huge empty spaces inside the Earth, who knows what could be down there? Lost civilizations, strange creatures, maybe even a whole ecosystem that's evolved completely differently from our own? It's enough to make you want to grab a shovel and start digging, right? But the Hollow Earth theory isn't just about empty space. Some folks believe those spaces are actually inhabited. And that's where things get really interesting. So we've got these potential hollow spaces inside the Earth, right? Well, what if they're not so empty after all? What if there are actual civilizations thriving down there, hidden from our view? This is where we get into the realm of inner Earth civilizations. And let me tell you, this stuff gets wild. We're talking about advanced societies living in these subterranean cities, some peaceful, some maybe not so much. One of the most famous of these mythical cities is Agartha, often depicted as this utopian society, full of wisdom and advanced technology. They're like the peaceful hippies of the inner Earth, man. Then you've got Shambhala, which is sometimes linked to Agartha, a place of enlightenment and spiritual power. Now, where do these ideas come from? Well, they're rooted in ancient myths and legends from cultures all over the world. You've got stories of subterranean kingdoms in Greek mythology, Hindu scriptures, even Native American folklore. It's like this universal human fascination with the idea of a hidden world beneath our feet. But it's not just ancient stories. Some people believe these inner Earth civilizations are actually real, and that they've been interacting with humanity for centuries. Some even claim to have encountered these beings, describing them as highly evolved both spiritually and technologically. Of course, there's no real evidence to support any of this. But hey, that's what makes these theories so intriguing, right? The possibility, the mystery, the what-ifs. It's like, what if there really are these advanced beings living beneath us, watching our every move, maybe even influencing our world in ways we don't even understand? And it gets even crazier when you start talking about the Nazis. Alright, so we're talking about secret underground civilizations, right? Well, things get even more interesting when you throw the Nazis into the mix. Yeah, you heard that right, the Nazis. Apparently those guys were really into the whole inner Earth thing. Now, we all know the Nazis were obsessed with occult knowledge and ancient artifacts. They were searching for anything that could give them an edge, a secret weapon, a way to dominate the world. And some folks believe that their search led them straight to the Hollow Earth. There are all sorts of theories about the Nazis and their connection to the inner Earth. Some say they believed they could access Agartha or Shambhala, hoping to harness the advanced technology or spiritual power of these hidden civilizations. Others claim the Nazis established secret bases in Antarctica, using them as gateways to the inner Earth. There's even a story about how Hitler and some of his top officials escaped to the Hollow Earth after World War II. I know, it sounds completely insane, right? But hey, stranger things have happened. Now, is there any truth to any of this? Who knows, man? There's definitely evidence that the Nazis were interested in the occult and that they conducted expeditions to Antarctica, but as for whether they actually made contact with inner-Earth civilizations or built secret bases down there, well, that's still up for debate. But the Nazis aren't the only ones who are rumored to have found a way into the Hollow Earth. Some people believe there are secret entrances located at the North and South Poles. Okay, so we've got these potential civilizations hanging out on the Hollow Earth, right? But how do you get there? Well, some people believe there are secret entrances hidden in plain sight at the North and South Poles. Yeah, you heard that right, the poles. Those icy wastelands at the top and bottom of the world might just be the doorways to a whole other world. I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense, right? Nobody really goes there, it's all mysterious and shrouded in secrecy. Perfect place to hide a secret entrance, wouldn't you say? And it's not just some random theory. There are all sorts of weird anomalies associated with the poles. Like, there are these strange magnetic anomalies that mess with compasses and stuff. And some people claim to have seen UFOs flying in and out of the polar regions. Then there are the satellite images. Every now and then a satellite will snap a picture of the poles, and there will be these weird, unexplained features. Some people interpret these as evidence of giant holes or openings leading into the Hollow Earth. Of course, scientists usually have a more rational explanation for these things. The magnetic anomalies are probably just caused by geological formations. The UFOs are probably just weather balloons or military aircraft, and the weird satellite images are probably just ice formations or something. But hey, that's not as fun as imagining giant portals to the Hollow Earth, is it? I mean, think about it. What if there really are these massive gateways at the poles, just waiting to be discovered? What if you could step through one of those portals and find yourself in a whole other world, a world hidden beneath the surface of our own? It's enough to make you want to book a flight to the Arctic, right? Just watch out for polar bears and secret government agents. Alright, so we've talked about Hollow Earth, secret civilizations, Nazi expeditions, and polar portals. Now let's throw another log on the conspiracy fire, shall we? Let's talk about aliens. Yeah, you heard that right, aliens. Because why not? When you're already this deep down the rabbit hole, you might as well go all the way, right? So some people believe that aliens aren't coming from outer space at all. They think those UFOs we keep seeing are actually coming from inside the Earth. That's right, they think aliens are living beneath our feet, maybe even cohabitating with those inner-Earth civilizations we talked about earlier. Now, there are a few different flavors of this theory. Some people believe that aliens have always been here, living in the Hollow Earth for millions of years. They think these aliens are the ones who built those ancient pyramids and stuff, and that they've been secretly influencing human evolution all along. Then there are those who believe that aliens arrived on Earth relatively recently and decided to set up shop underground. Maybe they're hiding from something, or maybe they're just waiting for the right moment to make their presence known. And then there are the reptilians. Yeah, you heard that right, reptilians. These are supposedly shape-shifting lizard people who are disguised as humans and are secretly controlling the world. And guess where they live? You guessed it, the Hollow Earth. Now, I know this all sounds pretty out there. But hey, is it really any crazier than the idea of little green men flying around in spaceships? I mean, if you're going to believe in aliens, why not believe they're living under our feet? Plus, it would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Like, why haven't we found any concrete evidence of alien life yet? Maybe it's because they're not up there, they're down here. And maybe they're just waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. Or maybe, just maybe, we're all alone in the universe. But hey, that's not as fun to think about, is it? Alright, so we've journeyed to the center of the Earth and back, exploring some of the wildest theories about what lies beneath our feet. From hollow spheres and hidden civilizations to Nazi expeditions and alien encounters, we've covered it all. Now, I'm not saying I believe any of this stuff, but I am saying it's fun to think about. There's something inherently fascinating about the unknown, about the possibility that there are still mysteries out there waiting to be uncovered. But as much as I love a good conspiracy theory, it's important to remember that these are just theories. There's no scientific evidence to support the existence of a hollow Earth, inner Earth civilizations, or alien bases beneath our feet. Modern science tells us that the Earth is made up of a crust, mantle, and core, and that's about it. But hey, that doesn't mean we can't still let our imaginations run wild, right? So, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep an open mind. You never know what you might discover. Just don't go digging any tunnels to the center of the Earth without a really good plan and a helmet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-blowing content.